What's going on, everyone? Sly here, and today I'm bringing you a brief preview and thoughts of an upcoming suit in Mobile Suit Gundam Battle Operation 2, the Phenex NT. Before we dive in, I will stress that this is a preview based on footage as we haven't gotten our hands on a suit yet, so keep in mind that everything shown is from an early build and the final build is subject to change. Thanks again to Bandai Namco for the early peek. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Once again, not bucking the trend of recent suits, the Phenex is of course from Gundam Narrative, piloted by Rita Bernal and eventually piloted by Yonabasta. It comes into GBO2 as a 4-star rarity 700 cost general type unit. From the stats you can see that it has a good base HP pool, some decent melee and range resistance, good range strength, great melee strength, good high speed movement, and a good amount of thruster. Absolutely nothing bad about it, and it can be molded into a better suit with the proper parts build. Now let's get to the toys. This is the Phenex, so you already know this suit is special, but if you weren't aware, this suit gets some extra toys in NTD mode. We'll go into detail about NTD mode in a little while, but let's talk about the weapons. Its main weapons include the Beam Magnum and the Phenex Arm Beam Saber. Its sub-weapons include a Mark III Vulcan attached to the head, a Mega Cannon fired from the DEs, or defense extensions, and a DE's launch version. Now, when NTD is activated, it retains the Beam Magnum and the Mark III Vulcan sub-weapon, but loses the Phenex Arm Beam Saber. But it gains a few new sub-weapons and options, starting with 2 Phenex Beam Sabers to replace the main weapon lost, the armored DEs for defense, and a Phenex Arm Beam Tompa. Now let's go through some key skills. Again, we won't go through all of them, but we will go through the differences as some skills are upgraded in NTD mode. Emergency Evasion at level 2, giving you more evasion in concert with level 2 Force Injectors, allowing for a second evade. Under NTD mode, this increases the level 3 versions of both, allowing for even more evasion. A Flight Control Program at level 2, allowing for high-speed movement and actions while midair. It gets increased to level 3 under NTD and reduces mid-air high-speed movement consumption by 50%. A special leg buffer at level 1, reducing damage to the legs and overload by 10%, but increases to level 2 under NTD and reduces both by 15%. A Psycho Mu weapon buffer at level 4, reducing HP loss from Psycho Mu weapons by 35% when you don't have a Psycho Mu weapon selected, and increasing to level 5 and 40% under NTD. A PN High Performance counter at level 1, giving you a special counter at 30% or less HP. Note that it can't be utilized if the DE is currently being used. Now we've been mentioning normal skills and skills under NTD, so let's finally talk about it. And boy howdy is this a big one. At 80% or below HP, when NTD is activated, HP is fully restored. It temporarily jacks all Psycho Mu weapons for enemies in a limited area, but you will lose HP over time. After NTD is activated, you have the Awakened Phenex ability boost that recovers 2000 HP and fully recovers all MS parts. It also nullifies Psycho Mu jacking and reduces HP damage by 15%, but reduces your damage output. Under NTD, you also gain optimized cooling efficiency, reducing initial thruster consumption by 20% during high-speed movement and jumping. And the final NTD skill, Psycho Frame Attack. While under high-speed movement for a set period, the suit will go into an attack position. In this attack position, movement increases by 10 and reduces damage and damage reactions, while being able to damage and stagger any enemies you collide with, and can be used in concert with your DEs. Whew, that's a ton of quality in one suit. So that brings me to my overall thoughts on the suit. This is just seeing it in gameplay and looking at its skills, and on paper, this is probably going to end up as the best general in the game. Dare I say, the best suit in the game. But why isn't this a support? I would have loved to have seen this as a support to combat the Unicorn show, but as a general, it still will. Banshees and Sinaju Steins beware. Unicorns do well against most supports currently. This suit multiplies that tenfold. The Phenex is going to be a lot more difficult to kill with its NTD and Phenex ability. Not totally immortal, but you'll have to do a lot more work with this one than you would with Unicorns and Banshees fighting as a support. It's honestly like you're fighting 3 units. Players can dish out whatever damage they can in base mode, go into NTD and get a full heal, then awaken, get a fraction of its health back, and higher defense. Supports, good luck. Raids, Godspeed. And even though it compounds the Unicorn narrative power scale in the game, I'm truly excited to get my hands on this one since I don't have a Unicorn or Banshee still. But what do you think? Will the Phenex be the godly suit it is on paper? Are you going to dish out the tokens for it? And if so, will it be worth it? Be sure to leave your thoughts and questions if you have any down below in the comments. You can catch me playing GBO2 on my Twitch stream a couple days a week, so be sure to follow there. And be sure to join the Velvet Room Discord where we have rooms for specific games and series, and host giveaways and other things. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the battlefield.